Last week you asked for from 60 minutes to 80 minutes. I don't think you got 60 minutes tonight.
No, we didn't give ourselves a chance, did we? An absolutely shocking completion rate, and we back it up with terrible penalties. Ill discipline there. There's a range of things that cost us, but we're not even giving ourselves a chance to be in a game. We've got familiar faces making the same mistakes. Not one person, I'm talking about a group here, and it's time to get some people out there that are prepared to carry out the job.
I was just going to say, you anticipate you're going to have to make some changes next week because you can't keep saying the same things. People have got to, if they're not doing it, they're going to have to come out, aren't they?
No, we come up with 43% this week in the second half, and the whole half-time talk was about grinding it out, going set for set. That'll be enough to get us over the line, and we come out, our first kick gets charged down, we back it up with, I think, 3 consecutive penalties and a couple of tries. So the players there aren't getting the message, so it's time to bring some players in that will.
Do you feel a bit let down by someone that you seem to be banging your head and telling them the same things, and they're not listening, or they're not learning, or whatever?
We're just taking a while, and I think it's a domino effect too, and one thing falls apart and it's infectious. It just infiltrates the whole team. So our fans deserve a lot better, especially the people that came tonight. But the club itself, we've got to be a lot better than what we are at the moment. And as I said, the personnel has to change.
How badly do you need DJ back? This second half in particular, you look like you were missing that any sort of leadership or direction.
I think it's quite obvious we need him back. Yeah. He's to not have him and Gareth, the two key signings, leaders in their own right. We are missing them, but the players out there still should have done the job and didn't. So we've got to come up with a 17 players that are prepared to do the job.
Do you anticipate he will be back next week? Was he close to playing?
He was close, but my players' health and safety is paramount. He was close. He could have probably played at a pinch, but there's a few tests we did in-house that I just wasn't completely satisfied with. So I think he'll be right next week.
Brett Seymour wasn't in the 19 and then he played, and you had Aaron Hermione there last week. What was you thinking in bringing Brett in and taking Aaron and giving him that hooking role back?
Brett had a pretty solid week at training, and I'm very keen to play the two hookers. So the previous week I didn't think Brett was ready. This week I thought he was.
Did you feel like you were doing enough at half-time? What would you say to the players? You've gone in 2 points up.
Well, we were 12-4 attacking their line, and it didn't require. What was done wasn't required. We needed to just grind the game out, and we haven't got that in us at the moment. We're trying to push passes, play off impossible positions, playing without patience, without discipline. There's a range of things. We've got to address it, as I said, a range of things.
It's only round 5, but how do you look at it? Are you concerned? Obviously it's a long time to turn it around. There's a lot of points up for grabs. How do you feel?
I'm concerned because I've got 17 players as a group are not doing the job at the moment. So I've got to come up with a 17 that will. That'll be something for us to sit down and go through, and we'll give another 17 a different go next week, and hopefully we get the right combinations.
No Ben Crooks and Chris Green. I take it that was just tactical because Joe's done well at York, and obviously.
No, Ben Crooks had a knock, and Greeny was touch and go. So if you've got fit players there, I'll play fit players any day of the week. So I'd like to think both of them should be right next week.
Are you tempted to make a comparison with the last season and the progress?
Yeah, well, from far as where I'm looking, there's very little progress. As I said,
that must be a concern for you.
It is. We've got the familiar faces out there making the same familiar mistakes, so it's time for change.